order blocks. What if we see these order blocks on supply and demand zone? Number one, it will tell us that we are at the right track, and as well, it's a reliable and a valid order block. So whenever you see this order block around those key levels or those sensitive areas or those point of controls, this will basically help you know that you are working with the right order block, simply because the main problem we have in forex trading, not even in forex trading, also in crypto, is knowing a valid order block. So guys, whatever I'm going to do in this video, I've decided to really look for this order block on supply and demand zone, simply because number one, we have traders who use order block as a strategy, and number two, we have traders who use supply and demand zone strategy for them to execute trades. So those traders who use the two, can we really combine these two and make our strategy more accurate or more reliable? So guys, this video is all about that. So I welcome you to Money Close FX Education YouTube channel. Maybe it's the first time you came across my channel, I welcome you. Kindly join us by subscribing to this channel, clicking on that red button, simply because I know and I believe this is where you belong. So guys, let's try this real quick. I'm gonna show you how we are going to really spoil this supply and demand zone and our order blocks. And remember guys, I'm going to show you this amazing tool that is going to help us know supply and demand zone and order block. You know, I've been watching the market around this zone, and I had inserted that indicator, and let me tell you, it was working, one, on real time, and number two, it was not repenting. Okay, and I went further to really know which criteria is this indicator using so that we can find these order blocks and supply and demand zone. Number one, the owner says the syndicator should easily find the clear buy or sell to buy candles with imbalances created. Remember, imbalances simply means there is unfinished business in around that zone. Okay, so, and let me tell you, it uses imbalances from week to week and imbalances from week to opening of candlesticks. So that's what really convinced me that is working perfectly well, and so we are able to really know valid order blocks, simply because you can see how it is using the imbalances from week to week and imbalances from week to open of each candlestick pattern. So whenever you will see that supply and demand zone, then simply tells you order block is there, and actually it is being found using the imbalances from week to week and imbalances from week to opening of any candlestick pattern. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to insert the indicator right now, and we're just going to click on indicators tab right here. Once you click on indicators tab, you're going to type supply and demand order blocks multi time frame. So you're just going to click on it. Once you click on it, this is how it appears right on your chart. So guys, I'm using 1 hour time frame simply because I feel like to find a valid order block you can consider higher time frames. And let me tell you, I was watching around this zone since when it plotted the supply and demand zone order block zones over here. So, and let me tell you, the market really dropped to the downside, but you really need extra knowledge for you to use this indicator, simply because it shows the supply and demand zone and order block. So it's combining the two. So right here there is a supply zone and a bearish order block zone. Right here there is a demand zone and a bullish order block zone, and that's why you can see the market really pushing. So what you really have to do for you to get better and better entries, you have to make sure that you are at your support and resistance zones. When you see a supply zone, or rather when you see these zones over here, you can execute your orders confidently. Okay, number one, all you need to see is price closing below this zone over here. When price close below the level that is plotted right here, execute your trades confidently. As you can see right here, the price closed above this level over here, and market really pushed to the upside. That's the secret. Very easy to understand. The only thing you need is patience, waiting to see where your candlestick are closing it. So when candlestick 1 and 2 closes below right here, you can execute your trades. What you can probably do, don't allow price to close above if you want to sell. So when price closes above, you should look for your buying opportunity. So right here, when price maybe could close below, that will probably signify a really push to the downside. Okay, so guys, all you really need is making sure that you are at your key levels, and you can use this on higher time frames, also in lower time frames, but I feel like working this on 1 hour time frame is more accurate, and it will help you get better and better entries. So let's say you executed your order right when you see this supply and bearish order block zone over here. You can ultimately place your stop losses just above the highs and target this zone over here to be your take profit, simply because this is your next support over here, or target above this level over here. So this could be your take profit number 1 and take profit number 2. And simply because this was our support zone over here, you can see this candlestick over here is being rejected, and market is really really pushing to the upside. So guys, why do I really love this indicator? Number one, it is working on real time, and as well it is not repainting at all. So here you cannot see order block, or rather you cannot see the indicator, simply because the indicator hasn't seen a demand zone, or rather it hasn't seen a bullish order block. And so guys, I told you it is using the imbalances from week to week, and as well it is plotting this supply and demand zone using imbalances from week to candles open. So right here you can see it was imbalances from week to week right here. So what will make you know that this is a supply zone and this is a demand zone? On supply zone, you probably see the zone in between the upper line, the lower line is actually closed red. That simply means a supply zone. And when you want to see a demand zone, in between the upper and the lower line, there is a greenish color. So that in demand zone, and this tends to be more reliable. Remember, there is order block on this zone, and as well there is supply and demand zone around that zone. So you're using like two confirmation for you to execute trades. That's why it's so easy, very easy for you to execute trades. Okay, you can use 1 hour. Also, we can go to lower time frame and see what was really happening. We can go to 5 minutes time frame. Maybe some of us can use the lower time frames. So for instance, right here, let me show you how you can use the lower time frames to confirm trades. Once you see this supply zone over here and bearish order block zone, you can go to lower time frame and make sure you're seeing the same thing, and this will help you to get early entries as well. So you can go to lower time frames like 5 minutes time frame, and definitely you saw exactly the same thing. And as you can see right here, it was indeed a bearish order block zone, and plotting out the supply and demand zone, it's actually paid attention to imbalances from week to week. And as you can see guys, the market is really pushing to the downside. You could have collected all these pips right here. So you can make sure whatever you're seeing on 1 hour time frame is the same thing you're seeing on lower time frames. But what this indicator does, whenever this is actually done, it disappears. It is working on real time. Okay, simply because you can see what really happened before. I've been watching it on 1 hour time frame. That's why I've told you I was paying attention on what was happening on 1 hour time frame, and the market is actually doing perfectly. Okay, it is trying to break this level over here. Once it breaks this level, you're gonna target this zone over here, but remember, you must have confirmation. Okay, anyway guys, I hope you've learned something from this video. Combining the supply and demand zone and order block zone is so easy and accurate. I want to tell you the truth, and remember, you must have confirmation like break of market structure, change of character for you to execute trades. Okay, anyway guys, I wish you nothing but the best. Continue working hard, because I really know one day your hard work will pay you. So what do I say guys? Bye, see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to like this video as well. Bye guys, see you in my next video.